Hey guys, I got my Tao Tao 50 scooter here. I've had this scooter for 1 year and I think about 3 months, 1 year, 2.5 months or something. But most notably, this is not like out the crate review. Got a second one just come in a couple of days ago. But what I wanted to show you was that I have 12,306 kilometers. These read, the odometers on these Chinese scooters read in kilometers, not miles, but that's about 7,500 miles. I think maybe a little more than 7,500, but in that ballpark. I've got my $800 tax, title, and license out of this scooter for sure, but I have had to do some work. Now, some of that I did some modifications, and so that wasn't actual repairs. So I'll keep it really short. My last video was too long. So you think about buying one of these. My advice is, if you mechanically inclined and can turn a wrench and do some, basic repairs, like say if you can put a starter, water pump, serpentine belt on like an older 90-something Chevy pickup, then you can probably keep this thing on the road. There's some great YouTube videos. I've big boarded it, performance variator with 5-gram sliders, and have a Kion carburetor. Wow, I've got some serious takeoff speed. Now, your top end is, you're not going to run 50 miles an hour. I've had it at a little over 45 down some hills, but it does give you a really good cruising speed of a good solid 35, and 40 on some nice little flats, calm days, and down some nice little slight downhill areas. So, very easy to modify compared to fuel injected, liquid cooled, newer Japanese scooters. Mods are, you got to get a injection richer on the fuel injection models. This, you just get larger jets in the carburetor, replace the jets with larger ones. So easy on that. Just some things like my center kickstand broke, and I've had to put a starter and just various things. The trunk little latch broke. I'm actually not going to put the new trunk on these. They're a little hard. You got to kind of tap on these. There's the new trunk, but you got to kind of tap on them and get them to latch, or bend the little catch in there, the little thing where it catches. They are thought out. Like I put out flyers, and so I'm always thirsty. So I got my an Nalgene bottle and a nice insulated bottle, fits in there perfectly. Sunshades in the middle. So compared to like some scooters, with a little glove box or what have you, this one's worked for me really good. And so that's that. I just wanted to now, like I said, if I had to pay somebody to do all the repairs I did, that would have been some money. They're hard to find people sometimes to work on these. Like my dealer I bought from was in Arlington. San Antonio apparently has a place downtown that does work on the Tao Taos. But like I had a lot of things I replaced. So if I did that to a Japanese, or had a Japanese scooter, like the odometer and speedometer cable broke over here, so I had to replace that. And the starter and all this, that will add up at $85 an hour, and you will probably never break a speedometer cable on a Japanese scooter for the entire life of the scooter. So that's something to take in consideration if you can't work on it. My credit wasn't the best, so I probably would have bought a Japanese and financed one if my credit would have been a little bit better. But this was paid for. There's no payments. Boom, it's paid. Both of them are paid for. So that's the one good thing. Now, if you have $1,200 or $1,300, you can generally get you a pretty good Yamaha Vino or Honda Metropolitan, about 3 or 4 years old, with about 2,000 mileage. I've seen them on Craigslist. So if you like that one, now is most of them are selling for around 900 something new. The Tao Tao's now tax, title, license. I did assemble mine. So if you buy it from a dealer, most of them actually you have to have it assembled by them. But either which way, you're looking at around $900. And and it's a light assembly, but the hardest part's really getting that front wheel on. And this time I just threw this thing together. It's like, wow, it's a piece of cake this time, because I've already put this one together some time back. But I'm going to keep it short, guys. Leave any comments if you have any questions about these scooters. Just wanted to lay it on the line, not candy coat a review on these scooters. They are not Hondas, but if you're just running down the store, drive them every day or every 3 times a week, and just don't let them sit. That's really also a key thing with really all scooters, all brands of scooters in general. And you know, you should be okay. You know, there's some great videos, like I said, on YouTube, and that's really why I want to shoot this one. You know, people have their new scooters and they haven't drove them for that much. Right here by the street here, and they just really hadn't drove them too much and had you know, a lot of experience you know, with them. So that was really the whole purpose, was just to say, hey, look, get it. Like, I've got an Impact I bought for 50 bucks. You'll need one of those to change the belt. The belts on these original belts are pretty cheap. I'm running a Gates Power Link. That one still got the original one, but a lot better belt. It'll last, you know, quite a bit longer. But that's a lot. It's a lot that gets hot inside that case, and so expect about every 4,000 miles or so to probably pop a belt on there. You know, and stuff like that's really not that hard to do. You know, with the Impact. You know, other things like, you know, putting a starter on, you know, you got to take the carburetor off and pull the seat thing out, and to get to the, you know, the bolts on the starter, and so, and the air filter took it off too. So, you know, that's that. Hope this has been informative and will help you in your decision on which scooter. At the end of the day, you know, buy the scooter that you want and that you have, and that, you know, if you don't have the money, then that's why a lot of people buy. This is why I bought this. I had $800 and I needed some transportation. I'm a long distance hiker, so I need something to get around on and go to work. I drive long distances on my scooter. You know, I'll drive 15 plus miles over to get another 15 back. So you know, with the big bore kit on this one, that's what, and I haul some flyer weight. Like, here's some saddlebags. These are Stand Sport. You can see here, pretty good bags for 20 bucks. Stand Sport saddlebags. You can find them online. But there's all my flyers, you know, that I put out, and that's a lot of weight underneath the seat. And, you know, 2,500 flyers. Wow, that's probably 40 pounds, probably easy. And so that big bore kit really helps out with that extra flyer weight. Or if you're just, I'm about 180 pounds. Maybe 175, I don't really know exactly, but around 175, 180. And if you're a 200 something 80-pound guy, then that big bore kit will definitely you know, give you a little more oomph, you know. And so that's that, guys. Hope it's been informative and a good video. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you have any questions, just drop them below.